It says the two garden beds are shown. The perimeters of the two gardens are equal. Okay, write an equation that sets the perimeters equal. Then solve the equation. Now, first of all, we know that perimeter means that we're going to add up all the sides. Okay, so here we have 1x, x plus 1 over here. So then make the other side of this square x plus 1. So we have two of those sides, so that's going to be 2 times the quantity x plus 1 plus, because we're adding all the sides for a perimeter, that's going to give me x plus 2. Let me do that in a different color. That's x plus 2 over here. So that means the bottom of the rectangle should also be x plus 2. And since we have two sides, that'll be 2 times the quantity x plus 2. So that's the perimeter of the rectangle. And then we're going to set that equal to the perimeter of the triangle. So your triangle, again, has these three sides. So we have x plus 3 plus x plus 2 plus 2x plus 1. My little line is kind of janky. Try to draw it again a little better. Okay, that's 2x plus 1. Now we want to apply the distributive property. I mean, we're going to multiply 2 times x, which is 2x, plus 2 times 1, which is 2, plus 2 times x, which is 2x, plus 2 times 2, which is 4. And we're going to set that equal to, we want to combine like terms over here. So what I want to do is I want to box in all of my variable terms. And I'm going to underline all of my constants. And all I'm going to do on the next line is rewrite those so that I can combine them. So I have x plus 2x plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. I just rewrote it so all my variable terms can be together and all my constant terms will be together. So in the next line, I'm just going to combine these like terms. So here I have 2x and 2x together. That's 4x plus I have 2 and 4. That is 6. And we're going to set that equal to the other side where I have x plus x is 2x plus another 2x is 4x plus I have 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. So if you notice, I have the same variable terms and I have the same constant terms. Okay, so this equation is already solved because we already know by definition of infinitely many solutions that the equation is solved. Okay, because both the coefficients and the constants are the same on both sides. Okay. Letter B, 3B. The side length of a garden cannot be a negative number or 0. What value or values of x make the equation you wrote in problem 3A true in the context of the problem? Okay. Now, it says if I'm dealing with measurements, we know that the number cannot be negative. Okay. So it's actually what values of x will make the equation you wrote true. Okay. So I know that it's infinitely many solutions. So x can be any number. But because we're dealing with measurement and side values, side lengths, like you've never seen a negative measurement ever, okay? When we're talking about length, this is length and width because we're dealing about rectangles and triangles, okay? So if I'm looking at question 3A, the answer was 4x plus 6 equals 4x plus 6, okay? So x can be any number that keeps all side lengths positive. X can also be any number greater than a negative 1/2 or negative 0.5. Because a negative, if we look at just one of the side lengths of the rectangle, if x plus 1 is a side, and I substitute 1/2, negative 1/2, in place of x, I'll have this equation, okay? If I add a negative 1/2 and a positive 1, the result will be a positive number. So any number greater than a negative 1/2 will make this equation true, okay? Let's look at number 4. Number 4 says write an expression on a line to form an equation that has no solution, one solution, or infinitely many solutions. Okay, for no solution, remember, for it to be no solution, you have the same variable terms. Now, this is the stuff that I'm reciting now. That's the stuff that you should have in your memory. Every time you see the word no solution, you should think same variable terms, different constants. And that goes back to your vocabulary. Variable terms are letters, constant terms are numbers. So when you apply the distributive property here, 2 times h, 2 times h is 2h, plus 2 times 3 is 6. So I want the same variable term. So that means for the same variable term, I would have 2h and different constant. I'm going to put a 7, okay, in that blank. All right. So 2h plus 6 will equal 2h plus 7. You can have 2h plus 8, 2h plus 9, 2h plus negative 1, 2h plus 5. As long as you don't have 2h plus 6, you are correct. All right. Letter B. It says one solution. One solution. For one solution, you need what? Same You can have same or different constants. It doesn't matter what the number is. The numbers for the constants could be the same or they could be different. But you must have different variable terms. In other words, different coefficients. I don't know, me and this word coefficient won't get along. Spelling is not my strong suit, kids. But I do know how to spell. All right? So, you can have the same or different constant. So, you can put any number that does not have the same coefficient as 2 on the other side. So, I'm going to just put 6H. Those are different coefficients. One is a 2, one is a 6. Okay? And no matter what your constant term is, in this case, I'm just going to put 6. You can put 5, you can put 10, you can put 0. It doesn't even matter. Long as your variable terms or coefficients are different. Letter C. It says infinitely many solutions. If it's infinitely many solutions, you have to have the same expression on both sides of the equal sign. Okay, so that means you have to have the same constant and the same variable term. Same variable term and same constant. Otherwise, it erase it. In other words, you need the same variable term and same constants. So you must have 2h minus 12 in this blank. Okay. So guys, I really hope that you have done your homework, answer any questions you have, because next week we're taking it up a notch. Today you need to work on your DFA. Submit your DFA in Google Classroom. Please make sure you are typing it in the Word document in your Google Doc that I posted in your Google Classroom. I made a copy for each student. When you submit your DFA, please make sure that you are uploading your DFA with the words on it. Some of you have been submitting blank documents. Okay. Also, what I would like you to do is to please make sure that you are not copying and pasting. I will get a flag on your document and you will not get the credit for cheating. Okay? So if you have to get some help or you need help and little hints off the internet, all of that is fine, but you need to make sure you put it in your own words. I need to see your understanding, not the understanding of someone who posted on Google or Wikipedia or any of those online platforms. All right, guys. I hope you got your questions answered about your homework, and I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Remember, the class with the highest class dojo will get a treat, and everybody who made an advance or mastery on this week's test prep will get a treat from me on Monday. All right, guys.